All right, we are going to learn how to do the very final connection on your binding. First of all, I've sewn all the way around my quilt. When I started putting the binding on, I left a really long tail to begin with. And after I turned the final corner, I left a really long tail. Take the one that you started with and lay it flat against the edge of your quilt. Then take the top tail and lay it on top of the other one, nice and flat. Now we're going to grab our scissors, and anywhere in this length, somewhere in the middle, you're going to clip through all 4 layers of the binding just in the seam allowance. Now, open the top layer and let's see where the clips are. Here they are. You see one is here and one is here. So we're going to lay that piece of binding flat. Here's the clip and here's the clip. Now we're going to take the piece of binding coming up from the bottom part of the quilt and open it up. And these are going to cross at right angles. Here are my little cuts. Here's one and here's one. So we are going to match up the lower left corner cuts like this. So here's one cut, and here are 2, the top layer and the bottom layer. And then this other cut matches the edge of the binding. Now, just because this is a little tricky and wiggly, I'm just going to put a quick pin in here. And I'll put one up here too, just to keep it from wiggling before I put it under the sewing machine. At the sewing machine, I'm going to sew from this corner to this corner. This corner has no clips in it, but this one has a clip on the bottom layer and the top layer. Now, I'll just stitch this little corner. Take out our pins. Oops. When we lay it out, you can see that it's exact right length. Once we've double checked that, go ahead and clip your seam allowance and press open your seam. And all that's left to do is to finish sewing that seam from here to here, and you're finished. And that's all there is to it. It fits perfectly, and you don't need any special tools. Only a scissors and maybe a couple of pins. Happy stitching!